don't have time to do it.
Hi everyone, it's Jhanine.kianna and welcome back to Disney Channel. The OGs know that my original intro was, hey guys, it's Jhanine.kianna and TV. Okay, wait. Hi guys, it's Jhanine.kianna TV and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That was the OG. Today we're going to talk about things that I learned in 2024 that I will definitely not be bringing with me in 2025. It's a new year and we are going into this new year renewed with a fresh mindset, and I have a whole list, but we're just gonna pick and choose the things that I really want to highlight while I go ahead and do my makeup. My eyebrows are not the focus of today's video, so not too much, okay? Number one is overcommitting, saying yes to everything. So if you know me and you've been following me on social media, I'm what they call an overachiever. I love to try new things, I love to challenge myself, and I love to be involved. And being involved and being an overachiever, meaning that every single opportunity that comes ahead of me, I'm going to jump at it like I am jumping off a cliff at Rick's Cafe. A lot of time I take on all of these opportunities and I find myself overworked and experiencing what most college students will call the burnout. And I never, when my older college friends would talk about the burnout, I'd be like, oh, that's not gonna be me. I'm never gonna experience that because I'm gonna take my time and not do everything. But when all those opportunities are coming and you're looking at all the doors that are opening for you, you're not thinking about, okay, let me not take this one. If you're like me, then you're thinking that, okay, I am not missing an open door that God is opening for me. But sometimes it is okay for you to say no. It is okay to say, okay, I am doing a lot this year. Let me just take some time to kind of allow myself to breathe. And for next year, I'm really going to tapping into that mindset. That doesn't mean I'm doing less. I am just not overworking myself, making sure that I am getting me time. And that means that if I'm doing something, I can always find time for myself and not have to figure out, okay, every time that I would normally have for myself is me trying to allocate that time to doing something else. That's when you actually realize that you're really experiencing a burnout. Procrastinating. This is probably going to be the death of me because I'm such a big procrastinator. It has become so bad to the point where my mom even knows the type of person I am, so she's always on me. Are you doing this? Did you forget to do that? Because I procrastinate a lot. I'm like, okay, I have time. In fact, I do not have time. You don't have time.
You don't have time to do it.
So that's definitely something I'm not bringing with me in 2025. If I know I have something, scheduling it and doing it there and then, and I'm not waiting until tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be another day and another day and another day until it's the time pass. My e.l.f. logo primer, and then the next one we have going is staying in my comfort zone. That kind of ties in with the whole taking opportunities talk. Sometimes I feel like I limit myself to the things that I can do, and that is definitely something I don't want to bring into the year 2025. I know that I have so much more potential that I'm actually showing, and I feel like it is because I'm limiting myself to the things that I can do, which is not okay because God gave me all of these gifts for a reason. Why am I limiting the very gifts that He gave me to pursue the very things that my heart's desire? You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely another thing that I'm not bringing with me in 2025. Being too critical of myself is another big one. They always say that your biggest critic is yourself, and I really realize that. At my big age of 22, I'll be turning 23 this year. That is actually so crazy to say. But at my big age, I've realized that a lot of the time when I'm thinking that something is wrong and and I'm thinking other people are thinking this about me, sometimes majority of the time it's really my head. Majority of the time it's really me. It's really me convincing myself that something is wrong and I'm doing something wrong, and people are saying this and people are thinking that. Needless to say, they aren't, but majority of the time it's really myself. It's really just me. So yeah, not over criticizing myself. Another super big one is holding grudges, and mind you, I have grown so much with this. So I feel like I'm at a better place now, but there's still room. At the end of the day, I've experienced so much hurt from people. People have done so many things to me, and I feel like I still struggle with forgiving, and I still struggle with holding those people at a level where it has become as if I'm holding a grudge against those people because of the things that I've experienced in life. And now I feel like, truthfully, I don't think it's there anymore. I feel like it's more of I still know and it still hurts and I still feel that feeling. But it's not, I don't know how to explain. Like, I feel like I'm not holding a grudge because I really can see that person and it's fine. But like, or those people, and it's fine. But I still know the hurt and I still feel the hurt. That's most of what I can say about how I feel still. All right, next. This is for all my college students. Ignoring my budget. Promise you, I would say, and I've really done so much better this year. Honestly, I'm gonna put this on a list of things that I've truly worked on: budgeting and my finances. Oh my gosh, I have struggled with budgeting and my finances in a sense where spending. I've had a huge problem with spending for so long, and I truly feel like I have done so much better with myself in managing my finances, and I'm actually proud of myself. So this can go a little bit lower on the list because I have done so much better. Like, I'm in a place where I can say that I'm not needing of anything, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities that I have gotten. And it's only because of God that I was able to get all those opportunities, and I'm super grateful for that, because a lot of the times I have been such a huge spendthrift. I know that I'm seeing what I'm seeing financially wise. I am able to manage that so much better than I was a few months ago. So I'm grateful that I'm actually doing better. Thanks be to God. The front, I'm not 25 yet, but I feel like the frontal lobe thing is working a little bit faster than it should. Living in the past. Wow, this is such a huge one because I feel like a lot of people still hold on to things that were in the past, including myself. I still feel like I hold on to a lot of things, a lot of friendships, relationships, and I'm not holding on to any of those anymore. I feel like the type of person I am, I've always been, I think that's the wrong brush. I've always been a super intentional person. So when it came on to relationships and friendships, I feel like the way I've struggled with people, I could never figure out the reason behind why it was so hard for me to find genuine people in my life. And now I've realized that it doesn't make sense I hold on to those things because I feel like God knows what He's doing in my life. And I'm not scared anymore to pray that prayer. You know that prayer that people used to say, if you really don't want to experience this, then don't take yourself and say the prayer. I'll utter that prayer in an instant. Because I'm not praying about my growth. I'm not praying about my journey. And if that includes taking people out of my life that don't deserve to be in my life, then I'm gonna say that prayer. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to say that prayer. Choose yourself, choose peace, and that's it. Period. Oh, this is so good. I feel like I have so many good ones. Comparing my journey to others. Whoa. As a content creator, as someone who's 22 years old, and in the space of content creation, and I have so many big aspirations, so many big goals that I feel like at a certain age I really want to accomplish. Being on social media, and I feel like social media plays a really big part into this, and it's not just for me. I know a lot of young girls experience this, ambitious young girls experience this, and it's comparing your journey to others, feeling like you're at a certain age and you're running out of time, and you feel like you should have accomplished certain things that you see other people accomplish at your certain age. And it's okay. It's not about being jealous or being envious of people's growth, but it's having that ambition and really wishing you were in that place. And I've learned so much about stop comparing my journey, because, and I used to say this to people, and I feel like now I'm taking my own advice, is everybody's journey is different. Everybody's path is different. Some people are late boomers, some people are early boomers, and it's just be grateful for the journey, because I feel like every part of your journey shapes the person you are. Falling back on my creativity. Whew, this is so funny, because I feel like I have been making content for a while now, since 2020. And actually, I've been making content since I was in high school. The OGs know that my old YouTube channel, I used to just make random videos about stuff, talk about stuff. I had a YouTube channel where I was doing pranks with my ex-best friend. It was just a lot. So I went off a lot of phases of YouTube. So I'm not new to this. I'm really true to this for real. But back to the whole thing. Stop being afraid of my creativity. I feel like being a media major has taught me so much more about my potential in the creative industry, and making 1 minute 30 seconds video on Instagram Reels have done me no justice as it relates to the things that I'm capable of in this creative space. And I feel like this was one of the main things that kind of pushed me to start doing YouTube videos more, start back on YouTube. I'm also such a yapper, and 1 minute and 30 seconds is not giving me enough time to yap, truthfully. So we really needed to up our game. There are so many things that I've learned even in my major so far about digital editing, content creation, and I feel like this video is just probably just like not even half of what I want to start producing in content wise. This is just like a random day. I'm like, okay, I need to start making videos again. So I've learned so much more about editing, digital market, PR, and so much more in my major that I want to really execute on my platforms. And 2025 is the year of that, and I'm gonna be serious about it, because I'm playing, like I'm really playing, like I'm playing with my creativity, I'm playing with my talent, and we're not playing anymore. Another thing that I feel like not talked about a lot is forgetting to express gratitude. And I feel like this isn't necessary for me, but more of a reminder to my viewers is nothing that we achieve in life, whether good or bad, nothing that happens in life is done on our own. I really want you to kind of understand that. When I look back of all the things that I've achieved this year, I can truly say that every single instant of my life and everything that I got and did not got was because of God. And I feel like a lot of times we're so caught up in what is going on that we forgot that the only person that could do this for us is the only Jesus Christ himself. And forgetting and just being so caught up in the moment that we forget who really gave us this opportunity. And that is one thing I truly never want to forget in life, is being able to give gratitude to God for everything. A lot of times these things are things that I truly feel like I'm so undeserving of, and yet still he is such a giving God that he gives so much grace. He gives me so much grace in times when I feel like I'm undeserving of his love and everything that he's continuously blessing me with. And I just have to remind myself that never forget to give God gratitude, and that is one thing that I want to pass on to my viewers. If there's nothing else I took from this video, is If you don't take anything else from this video, please remember that gratitude is a must. Can't ball in a life, man. Me have to give thanks for the journey, the earnings just for the plus. As I go, gratitude is a must. Yeah, I'm sorry. That is so rush cam coded. Guys, I really am struggling with my sinus. So if you hear me clear my throat like very so often in this video, that is reason. I'm so sorry if it's annoying. Also, that's another one. I think I have this somewhere in my list. Where is it? Not taking care of my health enough. So if you don't know me, this is not something I talk about often, but I struggle with chronic sinusitis, which means I have sinus that is probably way worse than an average person who just can't eat cheese or milk. I can't do any of those. I'm not supposed to, but I still do sometimes. That's why we're talking about this. But I have really bad sinus allergies. My sinus, I have this thing called postnasal drip. I want to spend this year taking more care of that thing that I have. Like, I have to treat it like any other person who has a really bad illness, and I feel like I've lacked doing that for many years. And this year I'm getting older and I really want to prioritize taking care of my health, like remembering to take the pills and not taking them until I feel better. My mom and my grandmother talks about this a lot, and so this year I really want to take my health a little more seriously. Being afraid to fail. I feel like a lot of times that I don't do things is because I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of what if it doesn't. I'm scared of that just what if voice in the back of my head telling me that what if it doesn't work out. And how will I know if it works out or not if I don't try? That's the only way I'm going to know if it works out. And I feel like this year I'm going to, whether or not I have to fail, let's just say no successful person doesn't have a story of failure in their life. None. Like, there must be some point in your journey where you had to learn things, learn lessons, and try again. Because how are you going to become that person that you want to be if you fail and then you just call it quits? Life doesn't go like that. So I want to learn to take sensible risk in life and not have to dwell on the fact that what if I might fail, you know? So yeah. So before I add my buttermilk bronzer from NYX, we are going to talk about probably the final thing that I have on my list for now. Let me know if you guys want a part 2 of this, because I really loved filming this video. Settling for less. Girls, I feel like I grew up with so much privilege that I'm grateful for. Like, I truly feel like at this point in my life, I should know what is best for me in life, and I truly do. But going into 2025, I truly feel like I'm not going to be settling for anything less than I know that I deserve. And whether those are relationships or friendships, I know my worth, I know my intentions, and I say this all the time, like, I go into things with intention. Intentionality is important to me. And if you're a friend and I truly call you a friend, if you're in my life and I say you are my friend, I will go above and beyond for any person. And I've learned that people love differently and people express their love differently, but when I truly can't feel it at all, that is where I draw the line in between expressing it differently than how I would do it and not showing it at all. So I've learned so many lessons in friendships this past year, and I've truly realized that it is time for me to see what is clear as day in my eyes and treat it accordingly. And if that means that I have to lose people, then I'm fine with that. I just want to know that I'm doing everything that is still in alignment with God's plans for my life. And we are gonna go ahead and finish up the look. That is pretty much for all that we have of my 2024 things that I'm going to leave with me, or things that I learned in 2024 that I'm bringing with me in 2025. I think that was the video. Today we're going to talk about things that I learned in 2024 that I will definitely not be bringing with me in 2025. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that there were some really meaningful parts of it that you were able to take with you, because life throws a lot at you, good things and bad things, and it's really up to you to know what you do with those things. Something happened, whether it was good or bad, that could say, hey, I'm doing this again, or hey, I'm never doing that again. You know what I mean? So don't take it for granted. And that is the end of my video. I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.